Something that I think we need to understand, especially when we're reading the proper context of what we're reading in these first 5 books, Genesis through Deuteronomy. We, in the modern world, especially in the modern Protestant Christian world, only think of sin in one way. And that is, we think of sin as something that we do intentionally that is wrong. That's not the biblical view of this. At least it's not the Torah view. It's not the Old Testament view. What it says here is if someone sins unintentionally. So here's what's interesting. Even if a policeman pulls me over, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Just because I didn't know what the posted speed limit was, if I'm exceeding it, I'm breaking the law. So it's really interesting that when you look at the offerings that are made. Remember last week we talked about the word korban, the korbanot in the plural. For Moses said, honor your father and mother, and anyone who curses their father or mother is to be put to death. But you say that if anyone declares what might have been used to help their father or mother is korban, that is devoted to God, then you no longer let them do anything for their father or mother. Thus you nullify the word of God by your tradition that you have handed down, and you do many things like that. So this word korban, it comes from this word, we learned this last week, karov. And the word karov means to draw near. It's where we get the word for worship. To draw near. Well, it's where we get the word for this, for an offering. So an offering on the altar is called korban, or anything that's dedicated to God is, as an offering, is korban. So what people would say is, I can't afford to help my father and mother financially because I've dedicated all my money to God. It all belongs to God. I'm going to be giving it to the temple at some point. And so I can't afford to give any money to mom and dad. And Jesus, of course, calls them on it because they're being ridiculous. They're making an excuse so they don't have to help mom and dad. By the way, mom and dad, I've dedicated all my money to give here to the church, and I cannot help you. So some of these offerings, some of the korbanot, have to do with I did something wrong, but some of them have to do with I don't know if I did something wrong.